And John, I mean, some are reading into this, and I've heard this conversation, and we've had it here on this show, that part of the reason why you did this is also you looked at the possibilities of who you could draft in a position as high as it appears that you will be able to draft next year, and you thought Garoppolo's a better play. Would you agree with that assessment?
Well, I don't. We felt very strongly about Jimmy, but I think ultimately what we saw with every scenario, and it seems like this year there's a lot of them in terms of guys that possibly could be free agents, a draft class, all these things. None of them were guaranteed, and this was a situation that presented itself where a guy we really coveted, we could make happen with what we thought was a very fair price. And so it didn't take long when the opportunity became available. It took about 10 minutes of Kyle and I discussing it, and then looking at a few other things just to say, yeah, we're in, and we're glad we did.
No kidding. So it was who called who? Did you call the Patriots, or they call you to say, hey, I know you were interested a while ago, or how did that go?
You know how that works, Rich, with Bill Belichick. There's no kiss and tell. So we kind of discussed early on in the process that we weren't going to get into the details of how it happened, but we're thrilled that it did.
Okay. Well, Glazer, somebody told Jay something, John. I mean, what a story he told on Fox this past weekend. Is it true that when you talked to Bill initially and were rebuffed for Garoppolo, you said, "What about Brady"? Is that true?
Yeah, I'm not going to deny that. That did happen. I mean, he did shoot me down real quick, and it was somewhat in jest, but somewhat of being kind of a little bit of a smart aleck as well. Okay, if you're not going to give him up, what about Brady? And he nearly spit through the phone. Man, it was a pretty visceral reaction from him. So, hey, you had to take your shot, right?
For more Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Rich Eisen Show app.